and welcome to France News for the Working Class. As we approach the end of this revolution, we thought it would be a good idea to give you all the highlights we've had from our coverage from the years past. So here you have it, a sum of the revolution in a few minutes. Enjoy. Breaking news! This just in! There has been an attack on the Tuileries Palace. We are sending over the camera to our field reporter who's right on the scene of this vicious attack. Madeline?
Thanks, Louise. As you can all see, everything is in turmoil. Just this morning at around 10 a.m., a group of peasants stormed the palace in an attempt to kidnap and most probably kill Louis XVI. Luckily, King Louis and his family got rumor of the attack and they fled to Switzerland. However, the king left without doing one important thing. This is one of the 300 surviving Swiss guards of the 900 who were on guard today. Tell us what happened that made this such a chaotic event.
We were left with no orders. We saw the peasants approaching and we awaited commands on how to react, but nothing came.
So the king left without even one word on how to guard against this vicious attack that he knew was coming?
Not a word. And so when they got too close, we just started shooting. But it wasn't enough. We couldn't hold them off. Before long, we had to surrender, and they stormed the whole palace.
What a peculiar thing to do. Well, I'll let you get back to putting this mess back into order. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Louise.
Thank you, Madeline. Aside from the 600 Swiss guards whose lives were taken today, there were many other casualties. Once the peasants got in, there was no stopping them. They took down anything and anyone who had anything to do with the king, and were even more furious after finding out that the king had stepped out from right under their noses to Switzerland. This was not the first attack on the monarchy, and it probably won't be the last. Do you think the peasants will overthrow the monarchy? Let us know on Twitter, #France News for the Working Class. Good evening.
The aroma of open meadows and sunshine, a scent women will love. The fleur.
I'm Mary Wollstonecraft, and I approve this message.
Hello, we're here with Mary Wollstonecraft, who has been in Paris since 1792. As a critical witness of the Revolution, she has formed her own opinions, and that can be found in her new book, A Historical and Moral View of the Origins and Progress of the French Revolution and the Effect it has produced in Europe. It's a lengthy title. Thank you for being here, Mary. Please will you share with us some of your views on the Revolution?
Well, I myself witnessed Robespierre's reign of terror, and I believe that all of this violence is unnecessary. However, I only pray that things progress for France during this time of political and all-around affliction and distress.
Well, we hope so as well. Now, can you express your views and topics aside from the Revolution?
Well, yes. I would consider myself an activist in the rights of women. I believe that we are underestimated in our capabilities, especially in terms of intelligence. Why do men receive the opportunity to education and not women? I personally find it a form of injustice.
Thank you for sharing your perspective on these matters. You can check your local bookshop for more information on her views on women's rights in her book, A Vindication on the Rights of Women.
Today's special topic is quite controversial. We are discussing Robespierre and his reign of terror.
Well, let me begin by mentioning that I don't think anyone expected this young lawyer who eventually came to be the Estates General to take over France.
Right, but I think people saw it coming when he said that he had always looked up to that radical philosopher Rousseau. Someone who believed in doing absolutely anything for the general will of the people. And it's because he believes that everyone is corrupt by society that he continues to try to purge society of this corruption.
Yes, but in an attempt to purge the country of corruption, he has killed anywhere between 20 to 40,000 Frenchmen against the revolution.
It is believed that the members of the convention are conspiring against him and claiming that he is a tyrant. Who knows if in the future they'll claim him and his followers outlaws.
Maybe so.
This just in. Robespierre has been captured and taken to prison where he's awaiting execution. The guillotine's the only place he's headed.
Or should I say, beheaded. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching France News for the Working Class. I'm Louise Volange. Have a nice evening.